I'm Robert Pollhammer from Germany, and I'm the one who had the idea to this race, and I want to welcome you all, especially of course the athletes, the local ones, and the ones who came from 10 different countries altogether to do this race.
Well, my name is Gregory Hemming, and I'm from Haines Junction, and I'm riding the first Arctic Ultra, the 100 mile. And I suppose this is really my first, well, it's certainly my first time riding a bicycle in an ultra race.
For me, it's a personal challenge. Yeah, I just want to see what it's like and what happens for me, mostly mentally out there. I'm expecting I'm going to get pretty tired, but I'm not sure how that's going to reflect in terms of what will or won't happen in my head. So
the Arctic Ultra, which if I wasn't involved with the quest, I would be probably doing that one. It's a human-powered race on the Yukon Quest Trail for about 300 miles, and they go by foot, mountain bike or skis.
We're a tiny little cosmopolitan city set within a vast landscape. Once you step outside of this door and go just 2 miles, there's nothing. There's no people, there's no gas stations, there are no stores, there's no lights, there's nothing. There's just you in this vast silentscape.
The Yukon Quest sled dog team starts its 1,000-mile journey to Fairbanks, Alaska. The Yukon Arctic Ultra Racers will soon be out on this trail for their 100 and 300-mile race. It's a human-powered race, no dogs for them.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Everything ready?
If it isn't, I'm in trouble. But I hope I've got everything.
Slightly apprehensive at this stage, but I'm looking forward to getting going.
How are you feeling today?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah. Everything ready?
As good as I could ever be, and the weather's brilliant, so...
That's about the only place that either my goggles don't or the hat doesn't cover. That's where, if you get frostbite, that's where you get it.
You just look like you're putting on some kind of...
I think this will be great weather for me. You know, I feel good. Not have to dress a lot. You know, not have to wear a lot of clothes. I think it's going to be a great day. Hopefully, the temperatures won't dip too low at night, but cold enough to keep you moving. So I'm an adventure racer by nature. So while the distances, aren't there, I really don't know what to expect trail-wise. So, maybe better ask later.
Oh yeah, very good, yes. No problems. Today no problems. Tomorrow perhaps, in 1 week perhaps not good. Yeah, but the weather is good, yes.
8 months of training now, so yeah, we just want to get going and just hope we do the business really. Get to the end anyway.
They'd heard the trail was lousy, but what's lousy to a musher?
Yeah, it's great for us.
Drinks in it, and here I just got things I'm going to need, like little snacks and things like that, and music, so I can change my music and batteries and that sort of thing. Little bits and pieces.
Okay, 1 minute to go. Lucky.
Thank you, White Horse. Thank you, White Horse. Thanks a lot. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Here on the frozen Yukon River, we're waiting for the lead racers. The conditions are very difficult. It's unusually warm, and the trail is very, very soft. Andrew is the first one of the 27 athletes. He's even faster than the bikers.
I think it's a lot better on the Bikini River.
Yeah.
You still enjoying it?
Yeah, I'd rather ride it than push it.
Rocky is turning onto the Takini River, and the trail is far better here. On the Yukon River, it's tough to race on this kind of soft trail, even for local competitors.
Oh, the trail's soft. Hard.
Very beautiful, yeah, no problem. The weather is good. Good. No, not too cold. Good. Bye.
Could have filmed someplace where I could have ridden.
All the athletes look forward to Checkpoint 1, which is approximately 25 miles from the start. The checkpoint is located right at the Takini River, on the property of the Sur North Country Ranch. Rolf and Ingrid Schmidt are hosting this checkpoint. All the racers must stay for at least 4 hours.
I wish I'd skied. That was a good day for skiing.
Ich bleibe ungefähr 4 Stunden, ja. Und dann gehe ich weiter. Auf jeden Fall. Schlafe kurz und dann geht's wieder auf den Trail zurück. Ich freue mich schon auf den nächsten Part.
Yeah, very hungry. Very good. Like my mother. The same.
Also mich freut am meisten, dass alle super zufrieden sind. Es funktioniert bisher alles sehr, sehr gut auch. Die Leute sind mit den Guides zufrieden und die Guides freuen sich dann auch. Und hier hat alles prima funktioniert. Das Essen ist gut, wir haben heißes Wasser, ein tolles Feuer und ja, die Stimmung ist spitze.
Yeah, it was alright. It was much better when the ground got harder. The first bit was quite tough going because you could really feel the sled dragging on the snow. But this last section was a lot better. I think we made much faster time. We're pretty hungry now.
Da geht immer noch. Okay, danke.
Brötchen sind auch auf dem Tisch?
Ja, habe ich schon eins.
Martin Lake is still looking pretty good, but some of the racers are pretty tired.
Food's up there, check-in's up there. Like the video, thank you.
Scott down charts, eh?
Oh yeah, I've only been able to ride maybe 3 miles. That was work. And I'm sorry, what time did I come in?
21:19. 9:19.
9:19. Well, good for me.
Yeah, good job, excellent.
Yeah.
But it's interesting, before this I rode probably 1,000 miles on snow machine trails and never anything like this. Yeah.
While some of the racers still haven't reached the first checkpoint, others are already preparing to leave after their 4-hour mandatory layover.
After 15 years at other races, it's nice to see somebody put on a race. Really did a good job organizing trails. Trails pretty well laid in, and yeah, it's terrific.
I'm quite nervous because I know this part will be very long and pretty lonely, and you know, I'm expecting to divide things up, walking and running, but hopefully it'll go all right.
Some of the racers are trying to get a little bit of rest, while others are preparing their equipment for the next long part of the race. It's approximately 47 miles to checkpoint 2. Andrew is leaving as the first runner.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you. We'll get out of here.
Go around and around.
Yeah, down the road. I don't think you will.
The racers have to be very careful in the night because there are also dog teams on the trail from the Yukon Quest 250-mile race.
Nacht war okay. Schönes Lagerfeuer. Guter Checkpoint. Ja. Jetzt brauchen wir noch die Wasser. Jetzt ist es ein bisschen frisch. Aber das wird.
It wasn't too bad, but I was starting to get tired now. I better stop and get something to eat. It wasn't too cold now. No, once you're moving it's alright. It's just if you have to stop and do something, it gets a bit cold.
Beautiful day. We couldn't wish for any better. Robert ordered this, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. It's great. So you guys heading back now?
We're heading back and then load up and go to Braeburn.
Oh yeah.
And then probably come from Braeburn south again on the trail.
Okay.
So probably see you again.
I'm sure you will. But it was nice seeing you.
Yeah.
Okay, have a great one. Bye.
Rocky is no longer threatened by my presence.
Yeah, but he was scared at the beginning.
I think so. I think he kept looking over his shoulder, wondering if I was going to approach. You know? I think he's probably going to reach the 300-mile finish before I reach Braeburn.
The racers are already spread out. While the last ones are still on the Takini River, the first ones are expected in Braeburn any time now.
No, killer northern lights out last night.
That was good, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah, really nice northern lights out last night. Takini River was excellent leaving the campground. It was just really nice and well packed, and the bluffs were out in the half moon was out real bright. So that was
the
really
moon
nice.
was out most of the night too.
Andrew is the first runner to finish the 100-mile race. His time, 28 hours, 52 minutes.
Loneliness or just the solitude was intense, and then the northern lights came out, and
So quiet it can hurt your ears.
Oh yeah, it was beautiful last night. Cause yeah, I'm pretty exhausted. But yeah, we'll see. Take the shoes off and see what happened.
Yeah, congratulations.
Well, thanks. No, it's not as bad as I thought.
That's not bad at all, I think, yeah.
Blister there, a blister there.
The wrong bicycle for this trip. I couldn't ride it enough. Of that 78 miles, I rode it maybe 9 miles. And the rest of it I had to shove it. And it was clear to me that I wouldn't been able to ride it anymore from where I turned off to here. And so it lost its incentive. But I feel great. Next year I'll build a different bicycle.
Basically figured that I couldn't make 300, and that's all I came to do. So I figured that I was only going to injure myself more. So the best thing to do was to pull out and get lifted lifted in. So I think that was the best decision to make.
Oh boy, good thing you didn't have that about an hour ago. Yeah, it feels good to finish. It was really hard. That trail was,
Is this snow conditions or?
the snow was so soft from all the warm weather, so it was pretty tough going.
So was it mentally hard too for you to be kind of alone by yourself all the time?
Sorry, I didn't sleep. Yeah, it's the only people I saw other than the mushers.
They had their own problems, eh?
Yeah, and people at checkpoints was when Gail passed me last night. So yeah, I train all the time by myself, so that was a good thing.
Shelley is the second runner, finishing the 100-mile race in a time of 33 hours, 52 minutes.
It was a pretty good day, but we also had moments we didn't really know what was happening with some people. Yeah, everybody else seems to be doing fine. The field is spread out. People are starting to suffer, having knee problems, and trying to hang on in there. And yeah, I hope they all make it to the 100 mile.
Ich habe die 100 Meilen geschafft vom Arctic Ultramarathon. Ich bin sehr glücklich darüber und das Rennen hat mir sehr gut gefallen.
During the night, Renee, Mel, Bruce and Barry arrive in Braeburn to finish their 100-mile race.
Der Robert hat das wunderbar gemacht, muss ich sagen, auch bei den Checkpoints, also waren sehr behilflich und auch unterwegs die mit den Skidus, perfekt.
So that's our main function is just providing some trail safety. We've got guides in front and back, and we're just traveling back and forth and making sure everybody's okay. Generally, the spirit of the participants is phenomenal. They're great athletes, and I think that's probably what keeps them going is their perseverance and positive attitude. It's a good group. We've been covering a lot of miles, which has been great. The races are fairly spread out. We've got a trailing pack. We're gonna go and look after this morning and see how they're doing, how their spirits are.
I didn't expect so many hills, especially when we thought it was about a 47-mile hike. So you plan your day for that. It turned out it was a lot longer than that. A lot longer.
I'm feeling good. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good right now. I had a good night's sleep last night, but I pushed on for about 22 hours yesterday. So
All the way to the campsite? Or?
I fell just short. I was just outside the 4-kilometer mark. So I was close, and that was about 1 a.m. So I laid down for a few hours and then got up and finished it off this morning, and now I'll look to finish it up.
Hi there.
Hey.
Fine.
Hey, you made that far.
How you doing?
Ah, good. And
Nick
you?
says he's going to be here. He's just slow because his knee is bad, and he's thinking he may have to drop here.
When he gets here, he'll probably have almost 100 in. Say, hey, you got to get your bonus miles now. Get those extra ones. The ones we didn't count on.
I mean, it's quite disturbing, the extra 16 miles to the checkpoint, because we were sort of fighting through to get to it last night, and it just never came. So, yeah, should be good there.
Going to camp here a little bit, or have it?
I think we'll just get some food. 20 minutes, half an hour, and head on actually.
Okay.
Get it over with. So.
It seems like, you know, we started off first 20 miles, it's just like, yeah, no problem, and then it just
That long leg just
slowed down so dramatically.
It's gotten harder. It's gotten harder all along.
Yeah, and with the trail, the type of the path changing as well. The crowd up there, there's coffee, there's water, I'm just going to bring the stew.
Cheers.
I know I've got a history of bad knee problems, so I'm going to sit down and have something to eat and see what happens.
Yeah, we thought it was really strange because we could smell something burning.
Oh,
yeah.
I think because it doesn't go to lunchtime, I thought it was somebody took.
This steep downhill section leads onto Braeburn Lake, and from here it's only a few more miles to the finish of the 100-mile race in Braeburn. While the 100-mile racers celebrate their finish, most of the 300-mile racers are already on the trail again.
Came here for the extreme cold aspect of it and didn't really get that, but the warm weather added another difficult element with the soft snow and the trail being so soft. So it made it still yet very difficult. But I thought it was a great race. I thought it was a fantastic race overall.
I am absolutely exhausted, yeah. What used to be. Yeah. I feel like I'm about to black out though. Unfortunately we tied up with these two and they pretty much power walked us all the way here, so really? I think they've pretty much killed us now, so. But it's been good.
So what did you think about that last 8 or, well, how far away? About the last 8 miles. Was that a killer or what?
We followed these guys and they really pulled us along, but it's hanging in a bit on the first half of that leg.
Yeah. So you're glad it's over?
Oh yeah.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah, in a funny way. I would have enjoyed it more tomorrow.
This is a hard race. It's hard. I've done 7 Adidas sports before this. This one's hard. The amount of aid you get is when you get to the aid station, it's good. There's not being a lot of aid stations. 2 aid stations in 100 miles. That's pretty tough. I like the race. I think it's going to become very popular. I think most of the people who do this sort of thing want something hard, and this is pretty damn hard.
Ist alles bestens, sind alle wohlauf. Und die 300-Meilen-Teilnehmer sind auch alle schon auf dem Weg, bis auf den Martin Leik. Der ruht sich, soweit ich weiß, noch aus. Ich bin gerade auch erst gekommen. Und ja, Rocky Reifenstuhl, der heißt wirklich so, ist schon beim nächsten Checkpoint gewesen und kommt wahrscheinlich heute Abend schon nach Camex.
After leaving Braeburn, the 300-mile racers face very difficult trail conditions, open water, and cold temperatures. They're so spread out, it's difficult for the guides on the snowmobiles to look after all of them. Despite the cold temperatures, the new fallen snow, and the very rough trail conditions, Rocky managed to finish 3 days earlier than the fastest runner at the finish line in Pelly Crossing.
Là, on avait décidé de courir ensemble parce que notre objectif dans cette course très difficile, c'était de finir. Et on est très très heureux ce soir de pouvoir dire on a réussi, on a fini un grand défi. Autrement, on a bien géré notre course. C'est vrai qu'on s'est bien entendu pendant une semaine. On a été aussi accompagné du Hongrois Laszlo Kovacs. Donc on n'a pas trouvé le temps long, on a passé vraiment une bonne semaine.
C'est présenté la Yukon avec ses 300 miles, donc c'était un nouveau défi et avec Gérard on a réussi ce défi. On est arrivé au bout, on a vécu une semaine formidable, on a bien géré notre course, on a eu des moments difficiles, on a eu des super moments, on s'est épaulé et puis on est arrivé au bout.
I entered the 300-mile race. Unfortunately, after about 180 odd miles, I had to pull out through an injury. My shins sustained an injury, but my pains got progressively worse, and despite using stronger and stronger painkillers, when I got to Carmax, it was the end of the line for me.
I've come over to do the Yukon Arctic Ultra 300, which I've just completed today. The race itself was absolutely awesome. The trail was extremely hard. I'm very, very pleased to have finished. I'm one of 4 people to have finished it this year. A number of people, unfortunately, due to injury and other factors, have had to pull out. So I feel very privileged that I've managed to complete the course. A lot of people wouldn't have expected me to complete the course, but those would be people who don't know me. Those that know me will know that I'm a stubborn bugger and we've got to the end.
Voilà, donc encore merci et merci au Yukon de nous avoir aussi bien accueillis. Vraiment, on gardera un super souvenir de cette belle aventure.